some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Mayo. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a third and long. They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Got his man in the middle. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Back to throw, it's Mayo. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the run, it's Duggan. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job this time.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayo. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. It's great to spread the ball around and fool them, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him for... Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Mayo. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Runs through a tackle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duggan. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to pass. It's Mayo. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's the handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Running to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Duggan. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. To the air, it's Mayo. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Tight end now in motion. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2. There he goes to the right. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mayo. Here comes the heat. Got a first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He'll throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back to throw, it's Mayo. Finds a spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Black Shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays.
Wide open on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. defense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mayo. They're working that left side. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Nebraska 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught near the sticks. It's Duggan putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Mayo. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
3rd down, and the Husker face to pass. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffs! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Nebraska, 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Fakes to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's bound. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Handoff from the gun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A hand to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Touchdown! the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's a draw. Got the first down and more. There he goes. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Handoff to the single running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.